So tonight we are going to be interviewing Mr. Homer, the author of the epic novel, The Iliad.
Thank you, Mr. Wozniak.
Thank you. So tell us about your new story, The Iliad. What is it about? How did you write it? How are you really capturing your audience?
Well, as you can understand about my novel, The Iliad, it is an epic placed in olden days from the Trojan and the Greeks in their great conflict over the city Troy. Many characters appear throughout history, such as Achilles, the great fighter, son of a god, or Hector, the meek prince of Troy.
So I've read your book and it was really eye-catching. It was eye-opening. I just couldn't put it down. Just how you explain the story was just amazing. So how did you do that? And what kind of audience are you really going at? Because you got my attention.
Well, Mr. Woz, I spent a lot of time crafting this novel by trying to use a lot of metaphors, a lot of things about the big hugeness of our life. For example, I've talked about how the gods are influencing us and how that could be a major part in what we do today. For example, we're not that different from the people that lived so long ago. We make mistakes, we fight over women. I bet you do.
I get that. So what was your favorite part of the Iliad, or what did you enjoy most about it?
I'm a big fan of glory. I know a couple of the Trojans personally. I knew Leonidas from Sparta, and he was a great man. I learned a lot about how warriors are supposed to be, how you're supposed to die with honor from them. And when I was writing this book, I tried to convey that. So I think the scenes that I liked writing the most were Achilles and Hector's interactions. Because, I mean, even though they were rivals, I think they also, valued each other kind of as worthy adversaries. And I like to paint that through my writing.
So you were trying to go on a more broader scale of explaining what's happening, plus you're trying to get more people to enjoy the really gory scenes you were writing into the story, right?
Well, partially that, but I think some people think that this novel that I wrote glorifies war, but that was not my main intention when I was writing it. I meant to make a novel that glorifies life. War is the end of life, but the segue that gets you there is your relationships with your people. That's what causes war, that's what ends it, and that's basically everything there is to it.
So is there going to be a sequel to this story? I bet people want to know about that.
Well, I definitely will write a sequel. It'll be the best thing ever written. It'll make this pale to comparison.